yafe hayom, Shabbat shalom. My yafe hayom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. My yafe hayom, Shabbat shalom. My yafe hayom, Shabbat shalom. This world from love, and you must build this world from love, and if we build this world from love, then God will build this world from love. Oh, la chesed yibana, oh, la chesed yibana, oh, la chesed yibana, Shabbat shalom, everybody. We are so delighted that you're all here with us tonight. We can really feel the presence of a lot of people, and especially a lot of people who care about justice. So thank you for coming tonight. And we are very excited to celebrate Kaylee, who is becoming a bat mitzvah tomorrow. So can we get a mazel tov? Mazel tov. And that mazel tov is not just for you, Kaylee, but for your whole family, who has helped you and worked with you through this time. And we know it's going to be a really special day for all of you. So tonight we also mark Repro Shabbat, a Shabbat where we focus our attention on the need for reproductive health care, including abortion access and full bodily autonomy. Our most sacred Jewish texts teach that abortion is permitted and in some cases even required when life-threatening to the pregnant individual. This special Repro Shabbat takes place annually on the week that we read from tonight's Torah portion, Mishpatim, which includes the verses that have informed Judaism's approach to abortion. Synagogues all over are celebrating this Repro Shabbat and speaking about this issue tonight. We must acknowledge that we all have our own feelings on this issue and our own difficult experiences with it. We hope that what we share tonight will inspire respectful conversation among our community And please know that as your rabbi, I am always available and willing to speak with you about this heavy topic. If you or someone who is close to you is in need of support, please know that we are here to help. Tonight, we are truly honored to hear from our guest speaker, Stacy Croto, who co-chairs the Social Justice Action Team and is a board director of the League of Women Voters of the St. Pete area. So we'll share a bit more about her later on. And that portion of our service where we hear from our speaker will be after the service itself. So if you are not able to stay for that, we will give you like a 2-minute separation, and then those people will leave, and then we will start the speaker part. So just know that will be toward the end. So thank you so much for coming, and we are going to turn to Hine Matov on page 10, as we celebrate how good it is to be together as friends.
Yanana, yanana, hine mahato. Yanana, yanana, umanayi. Yanana, yanana, shevetachim. Shevetachim gam yad. Yanana, yanana, hine mahato. Yanana, yanana, umanayi. Yanana, yanana, shevetachim. Shevetachim gam yachad. Let's light up the world. Kulanu beyachad. Together with peace and love. Bring light to the world. Be'or panecha. And sing hine matov. Yanana, yanana, hine matov. Yanana, yanana, umanayim. Yanana, yanana, shevetachim. Shevetachim gam yad.
And now Kaylee is celebrating all the light that you bring to our community. We want to invite you and your family to come forward to the bima to light our Shabbat candles and to lead us in the Kiddush. So we'll start on page 2 with our candle blessing. And you can choose either one of these English readings. So come on up to the mic.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, be our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel's who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, we among those who kindle light.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehatlik ner shel Shabbat.
And now I would like to invite your dear teacher, Miss Jessie, if you would please come up here, because I see you beaming with pride and joy. And Eli, do you want to come up too? No? That's okay. I don't know if you get a choice. But I see you so proud of Kaylee, and we know that with every great student comes a great teacher by their side. So would you all lead us in the Kiddush? We'll give you the Kiddush cup to hold, and we invite all of you to rise in body or spirit on page 5. Sing together.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinhilanu zikaron lama'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom tehillah lemikra'e kodesh zecher litziat mi'Ifraim kivanu v'charta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim leShabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. Amen.
And we wish you as much sweetness as you have brought to our community, which is a whole lot of sweetness. So thank you very much, and Shabbat Shalom. We invite you to please be seated as we turn to Lechado D on page 20. And at this time, we invite our choir members. We're so proud of the progress you have made together as a team. Please come up to lead us in Lechado D. You're going to stand right on the front steps.
Yep.
Lechado D is on page 20, and it is meant to help us imagine Shabbat as a beautiful wedding ceremony.
Have fun.
She's good. She wants the question.
You guys ready? Good, thank you.
Test one.
Okay, here we go.
Like there or
Look
like
out. Here we go. Shamor v'zachor b'dibbur echad Yishmi'anu el hamiuchad Adonai echadu shemo echad L'shem tiferet v'li tehillah Likrahat Shabbat lechu v'neilcha Ki hi mekor ha'bracha Ve'rosh mikedem nesucha Sof ma'aseh b'machshavot tehillah Lecha dodi likrat halah B'nei Shabbat Lekavela, lecha dodi,
rise and face the entrance.
ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוק אמוני עם סגולה, בואי קלה, בואי קלה, לך דודי, לקראת קלה, בני שבת, לך
Yasher Koach. Beautiful. Thank you so much. That just added so much spirit.
Yeah, it's good.
Yes, thank you so much. So I saw some people during L'Chadodi who were like almost dancing. But I think sometimes we're afraid to dance because we think, oh, that's weird or that's awkward or people are going to think that it's embarrassing. But really, like Shabbat is meant to be experienced with our whole body. And in our ECC, our preschool, just this morning, we were singing a really fun song where we asked the children what part of their body do they feel Shabbat in. And so then we all sing, we've got that Shabbat feeling up in our heads. And we go through all the body parts. So I feel like if our little ones really know how to celebrate Shabbat, we've got to work on that, right? So always feel free to dance. Always feel free to move. When I was in rabbinical school, I took a spirituality class, and we learned about nigunim, which are melodies without words. And we had this teacher come who was super spiritual, and she made us close our eyes because she knew we were all embarrassed by each other. So we closed our eyes, and then we just did whatever our body felt called to do as she sang these niguns. And it really taught us to just let go and pray and feel it in our hearts and souls. So I thank our choir for getting us in that spirit, and I hope we see more of that movement. We now turn to the Hatzi Kaddish on page 26. I invite Kaylee to please come on up and help lead us, but don't worry, we'll all sing it together.
Gadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah, be'alma divrach hirtei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon, uv'chaye d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala, uv'izman kariv, Ve'yamru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevarach Le'alam Amei Amaya Yitbarach Yitbarach Ve'yishtabach Ve'yitbar Ve'yitraman Ve'yitnaseh Ve'yithadar Ve'yitaleh V'yithalal Shemei Dekudasha Brihu Le'ilam Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushvechata V'nechemata V'amin Ram Be'alma Ve'yamaru Amen.
Rise, body or spirit for the Baruch, our call to worship, page 28.
Lai, 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 Barechu et Adonai HaMevorach. Barechu
Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and seasons glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course of eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows.
And on page 33, let's all read together at the top.
You taught Torah to those whose names I bear. Teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
And on page 34 and 35, Kaylee will read the Shema, and then we will all sing it together.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. Baruch Hu Shem Kavod, Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Blessed is God's glorious majesty forever and ever.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod, Shem Kevod, Malchuto Leolam, Leolam Va'ed.
Please join us in the Ve'ahavta, page 36.
Ve'ahavta
Et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha u'b'chol nafshecha
u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu advarim ha'ele asher nohi mitzavecha hayom alevavecha v'shinatam levanecha v'dibartam bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lektecha v'aderech uv'shokbecha uv'kumecha uv'kshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha uv'tatam al mezuzot beiteha uvishareha leman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim lelochehem ani Adonai Elohehem asher hotzeiti dahem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem lelohim ani Adonai Elohehem Adonai Elohehem emet.
And I have a prayer I'd like to share before Micha Mocha, which is a prayer for freedom. We turn to page 40, and I will share the prayer, and then we will all sing together. God of our ancestors, we affirm that you have created each of us in your sacred image, endowed with the inherent right to dignity and autonomy. We ask that you guide us towards a caring and loving community and nation that reveres this dignity in each of us. We affirm that reproductive freedom, the sacred right to own the personhood of one's own body, is a fundamental part of the just society for which we strive in your name. We ask that you endow us with the strength and resolve we need, because the path that lays ahead is challenging, and we all need resilience, strength, and courage. We ask that you protect the most impacted and marginalized among us, because it is they who are most at risk. We do this work in your name, God, because we are the compassionate, loving creations of a compassionate, loving, and just God. It is holy, sacred work. May our country become a place of liberty and justice for all, and may our care for one another include care and respect for each other's right to good and affordable health care, including abortion care and right to live safely and securely. Let's pray together now.
Who is like you, Adonai? Who is like you, Adonai? La 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la.
Please rise now in body or spirit as we turn to our tefillah on page 46.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagita hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei Hakol, Vezocher Chasdei Avot ve'imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei Venehem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechaye hakol atah rav le'oshia. Mashiv haruach u'morid haga Hashem. Mechalkel chaim bechesed, Mechaye hakol berakamin rabim, Somech noflim verofei holim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishenei ahafar, Michamocha ba'al gevurot, mido melach, melech memid umechaye, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman ata l'chayot hakol. Baruch ata Adonai, mekayem ha'akol. Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'ho yom yahalu hasela. Baruch ata Adonai, ha'el ha'kadosh.
Please be seated. On page 55, let's pray together. We'll pray responsively. Disturb us, Adonai, ruffle us from our complacency. Make us dissatisfied with the peace of ignorance, the quietude which arises from a shunning of the horror, the defeat, the bitterness, and the poverty, physical and spiritual, of humans. Together, shock us, Adonai. Deny to us the false Shabbat, which gives us the delusion of satisfaction amid a world of war and hatred. Wake us, O God, and shake us from the sweet and sad poignancies rendered by half-forgotten melodies and rubric prayers of yesteryears. Make us know that the border of the sanctuary is not the border of living, and the walls of your temples are not shelters from the winds of truth, justice, and reality. Disturb us, O God, and vex us. Let not your Shabbat be a day of torpor and slumber. Let it be a time to be stirred and spurred to action. Baruch atah Adonai mikadesh ha-Shabbat. I invite you to take a moment now with those around you and share something that you are feeling grateful for on this Shabbat. Hopefully everybody was able to feel something, that some blessing is in your life right now, even amidst the world's turbulence. We now turn to a prayer for peace, Shalom Rav, on page 60.
Shalom, Shalom Rav al Israel, Amcha ta'asim le'olam. Shalom, Shalom Rav al Israel, Amcha ta'asim le'olam. Ki ata hu melech adon, lecho hashalom, lecho hashalom. Ki ata hu melech adon, lecho hashalom. Shalom, Shalom Rav al Israel, Amcha ta'asim le'olam. Shalom, Shalom Rav al Israel, Amcha ta'asim le'olam. שעה בשלומך. Shalom, shalom רב על ישראל, עמך תעשים, תעשים לעולם. Shalom, shalom רב על ישראל, עמך תעשים, תעשים לעולם.
We wish that great peace for all of those who are in need of healing. We pray for Judith Alsteter, Leah Brady, Sorrel Carter, Ruth Cohen, Alan Davis, Jamie Jocelyn, Joel Newberg, Jessica Becker, Michael Ben Yankel Vepisha, Svi Dov Ben Benjamin Vishendel, Deanna Suskin, Julie Weaver. We pray for Janice Anderson Graham, Madeline Arabia, Simon Auerbach, David Brady, Patty Bregman, Michael Buchholz, Mariah Sklar Cardoso, Susan Carswell, Murray Cohen, Yuri Cowling, Kate Fagan, Herb Fisher, Helen Foreman, Alyssa Freeman, Robert Friedman, Jordana Fuller, Robert Gilner, Terry Gilner, Stephen Goldstein, Susan Goldstein, Gianna Grigsby, Diana Hart, Sally Israel, Matthew Katz, Stephen Kerr, Goran Kitchick, Rusty Cluck, Nicole Krasner, Nancy Lambert, Israel Ben Leib, Mark Lyman, Angela Merceret, Mark Perkins, Abby Perlman, Robert Joseph Pratt, Steve Rice, Ilana Frank Savader, Betty Schroeder, Ron Seidel, Lori Sarah, Stan Silverberg, Deanza Smith, Liviana Soltzer, Eugenia Wands, Matthew Sternberg-Yee. If you are praying for someone in need of healing, please say their name aloud or in your heart as we turn to Misha Beirach on page 253.
Misha Beirach Avoteinu Avraham Yitzhak veYaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah Yevarech Yirapeh et hakolim. Misha Beirach Avoteinu Avraham Yitzhak veYaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah Yevarech Yirapeh et hakolim. Elna Rafana Elna Rafana Elna Rafana Elna Rafana Misha Beirach Avoteinu Avraham Yitzhak veYaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah Yevarech Yirapeh et hakolim Yevarech Yirapeh et hakolim.
Please take a moment now for a silent, private prayer, and then we will return with Aleinu on page 282. mind, body, or spirit when you're ready. Thanks, Gideon.
Dulale Bereshit Shalo Asanu Kegoye Haratzot Velo Samanu Kemishpachot Hadama Shalo Samchalkenu Kahem Vegoralenu Kecho Hamonam Va'anaknu Korim Umishtachavim Umodim Lifnei Melech Malchei Hamlahim HaKadosh Baruch Hu V'ne'emar V'haya Adonai L'melech al kol ha'aretz Bayom hahu Bayom hahu Yeh Adonai echad U'shemo 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 echad.
Please be seated. At this time, our hearts turn to all of those loved ones who have died, and our hearts also turn to those in our own community who are in a period of mourning or are particularly remembering someone that they really miss. So I invite you now to please rise if you are in a period of Shiva, the first 7 days of mourning for someone that you loved who has died. And now I invite you, if you are in the period of Shloshim, the first month, and you feel comfortable, to please rise. And if you are here commemorating a yard site, the anniversary of when a loved one has died, please, if you feel comfortable, please rise. I hope you will all feel the comfort of our community surrounding you in peace and know that we are here for you during this time. We share the names of those loved ones who we are remembering, those who have died in recent days, Claire Brady and Rusty Cluck. We commemorate the yard sites of Carrie Asher, Rose Banks, Clarice Barrick, Frida Bennett, Sam Bennett, Deborah Bertotti, Lillian Van Balen Blach, Samuel Danto, James Durham, Sidney Feinberg, Buzz Fiveland, Frank Getz, Melvin Goodman, William Graff, Max Haber, Johnny Hartman Rogers, Mark Hershowitz, Robert Hirsch, Morris Jenkins, Rhoda Jenkins, Carol Kalish, Ray Kaplan, Katie Killy, Gwen Lewin, Kenneth Lewin, Ella Mahler, Marcia Marcus, Fred Marsh, Bessie Meyerson, Erwin Miller, Virginia Negretti, Abraham Newmark, Jet Newmark, Kenneth Charles Noble, Elmer Ottenheimer, Abe Perlman, Bernard Reckitz, Rachel Recknitz, Julia Rosenbluth, Seymour Rosenthal, William Rothstein, Hilda Samler, Lee Samler, Milton Shapiro, Anthony Sherry, Brian Shavlin, Evelyn Silverboard, Milton Simmons, Shirley Siskin, Jules Stern, Shmuel Lazar Storr, David Waterman, and Charlotte Weintraub. If you would like to share the name of a loved one, or if I pronounce the name wrong of a loved one, please feel comfortable as my hand crosses through.
Brunel Brown Jr.
Please rise now as together we stand as a community as we pray the Mourner's Kaddish on page 294. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabba mivarach le'olam olmei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitale v'yitalal shemei dekudesha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush v'chata v'nechemata. Da miran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. And may their memories always be for a blessing. Please be seated. We have some announcements here, and I would love to invite David. Thank you. It's always a surprise. Here you go. Thank you for being here.
And Rabbi snuck in a little late, so I know I gave Rebecca some angst there, or Ajita, but thank you for a wonderful service this evening, and I really like the part about dancing and doing that, and I'm reminded of the phrase, like, I think there's a song out there, dance like nobody's looking or watching or something like that, and if you see me trying to do this with my head, that's me trying to dance. Anyway, on with the announcements. So welcome and thank you for coming. Joyce, thank you for the music today. And to all the members of the choir, thank you for being here and doing your part of the service. Saturday, February 10th at 10 a.m., Shabbat morning services, and Bat Mitzvah of Kaylee Rubin will be here at Temple. Saturday, February 10th at 4:30 at Lake Seminole Park. TBE is going to go biking and then have the Havdalah? Okay. And then Sunday, if that wasn't enough already for the weekend, February 11th at 10 a.m. Social Justice Committee meeting in the Semler Family Library. We're also going to be having a schmooze and religious school. And then we're also having at 10 a.m. Daystar lunch making in the social hall. If you'd like to come get a schmear on a piece of bread and get it going for those in need, that's always helpful and it's always a fun time. Then, if the weekend was enough, we're going to go on Monday, February 12th, here at TBE, not at the Florida Holocaust Museum, at 7 p.m., the history of the Jewish people in the land of Israel, the 3-part lecture series, continues with session 2. Doesn't matter if you miss session 1, you can still come to session 2. You don't have to go to all of them, but that'll be on Monday. And it's called A Peace to End All Peace. Each session must be registered for separately, space is limited, and register at www.thefhm.org/events. If you didn't get that, it's on the website, so don't fret. Tuesday, still getting through the week here, February 13th, Women's Spirituality Circle at 6:30 is here at Temple Beth-El. Email Myrna Wolf at myrna.wolf3333@gmail.com to RSVP. Wednesday, February 14th, Women's Spirituality Circle at 2 p.m. will be off-site. If you want more details on that, email Myrna Wolf at myrna.wolf. Help me out here, guys. 3 at gmail.com. I'm glad everybody's paying attention and coming along. And she will get back with you and tell you the location. So that would be very important to do. Then on Thursday, oh my gosh, we got something every day. This is great. February 15th at 7 p.m., TBE choir rehearsal here at TBE. Now, that's still open to people who want to join, right? Yes. Okay. All right. So if you enjoyed seeing everybody up here singing and you said, I can do that, come on Thursday and, show your chops, all right? So let's get that done. Anyway, guys, that's the end of the announcement. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Very informative. I think I have your email memorized forever now. So does everybody else in the world. We are going to now sing a closing song. Could we do the Oseh
Oseh
song?
Shalom? Yeah, let's do
And
it.
while she is singing this, we're going to sort of transition. So if you are not able to stay for our speaker, this is a good time to exit, and we wish you Shabbat Shalom. And if you are able to stay, please get comfortable because we're going to get started soon.
Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'yemru, amen. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'yemru, amen.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
And now, Karen Lieberman, did you want this honor? Because I'd love to give you this honor if you would like it. Yes? Okay. I would love to call Karen to please come on up to the bima to introduce our amazing guest speaker, because she put a lot of heart into making this happen, and she does a lot of justice here at Temple, so we always want to thank you when we can, Karen. And Allison is going, everyone say hi to Allison if you haven't met her. She is going to hand out some index cards and pens so that you can write questions down, should you have, during the speaking. And then afterwards, our guest speaker will answer some of the questions with the time that we have. Thank you. This is right here. Oh, it's right here. It's on tape.
I'm even shorter than you are. Hello, everybody, and thank you for being here. I know Stacy Croto, who is going to be our speaker, and I'm very glad that she's here. She's a graduate of the University of Florida with a Bachelor of Arts in Sociology. She works as a paralegal for personal injury attorney Josh Chilson at Johnson Pope Law Firm, having previously been an insurance adjuster in the Washington, D.C. area. Her work experience as a prior auto adjuster and a personal injury paralegal has led her to appreciate the complex aspects of healthcare and health insurance, which has informed her beliefs on reproductive rights issues, for which she is a passionate activist. Her studies of interest at UF have helped inform her opinions on various social justice issues, which has guided her advocacy. Stacy currently co-chairs the Social Justice Action Team and is a board director for the League of Women Voters of the St. Petersburg area. Additionally, she co-chairs the Reproductive Health and Justice Committee and the DEI Task Force for the League of Women Voters of Florida. In Pinellas now, she has recently taken the helm of the Racial and Social Justice Committee. Stacy is an active advocate for reproductive rights and social justice issues and is a public policy wonk. She lives in Pinellas Park with her 2 cat owners. So I welcome Stacy to come up and speak.
Can everybody hear me? Yes? Great. Shabbat Shalom. And I would say Mazel Tov to Haley, but it looks like she left, so I hope she has a great bar mitzvah tomorrow. I'm so thankful to be here with all of you this evening, and I thank you to Kara Lieberman for the introduction and the invitation to speak tonight. And special thanks to Rabbi Mangold for sharing her pulpit for Repro Shabbat. I volunteer with the League of Women Voters of Florida and co-chair our Reproductive Health and Justice Committee. The League of Women Voters is a nonpartisan political organization encouraging informed and active participation in government working to increase understanding of major policy issues and advocating for legislative changes and policies for the public good. With the increase in bills related to reproductive health care over the past few years, the League has increased the exercise of its collective voice on the issue of abortion in Tallahassee and beyond. Tonight, I'm here to discuss the topic of abortion from the Jewish perspective and the current state of access in Florida. Our Jewish values teach us to respect the dignity and decisions of all people. And as such, we aim to create a world where everyone, regardless of race, class, gender, sexuality, ability, or immigration status, is able to control their body, sexuality, and future. In Judaism, the discourse surrounding abortion is nuanced, rooted in centuries of interpretation and ethical considerations. While there is no uniform stance, Jewish law emphasizes the sanctity of life while acknowledging the complexities of human existence and recognizes circumstances where abortion may be permissible. The concept of pikuach nefesh, the preservation of life, is central to Jewish ethics and often guides discussions surrounding abortion. In cases where the life or health of the pregnant person is at risk, or when a pregnancy poses severe emotional harm, Jewish law permits abortion as a means of preserving life. While there is no uniform stance on abortion within Judaism, the tradition encourages thoughtful deliberation and compassionate understanding of individual circumstances. Overall, Jews approach abortion with reverence for life, a commitment to ethical decision-making, and a recognition of the inherent dignity and autonomy of every individual. Crucially, Jews hold dear the principle of the separation of church and state, recognizing that religious beliefs should not dictate legislation in a diverse society. This principle underscores our commitment to upholding individual freedoms and protecting the rights of all citizens, regardless of religious affiliation. This principle further underscores the Jewish perspective as it relates to abortion, as all four non-Orthodox Jewish movements, Reform, Reconstructionist, Conservative, and Humanist, are on record opposing any governmental regulation of abortion. There is a lot of compassion in the Jewish approach to abortion, and that its focus is primarily on the living first, the pregnant person. It's not only a common sense position, but makes me proud to be Jewish. I was raised Reconstructionist, and when I began my journey into reproductive rights advocacy while a student at UF, I often found myself reflecting on what I learned about Judaism while growing up. I feel my Jewish upbringing played a large role in shaping my political beliefs and my position on abortion, especially my strong belief in the separation of church and state. The importance of the separation of church and state in the context of abortion lies in upholding the principles of religious freedom and individual autonomy in a diverse, pluralistic society. Ensuring a clear distinction between religious doctrines and governmental policies is fundamental to protecting the rights of all citizens where deeply personal and ethical considerations are involved. The separation of church and state presents the imposition of specific religious perspectives on legislation. This separation fosters an environment where individuals can make decisions about their reproductive health based on their personal beliefs, values, and circumstances rather than being dictated by any particular religious doctrine. It reinforces the idea that public policy should be rooted in secular, inclusive reasoning, allowing for a more just and equitable society that respects the diverse perspectives and beliefs of its citizens. I highlight this because in our 2023 legislative session, our legislature added a recurring budget of $25 million to anti-abortion centers, which are not medical providers and for which there is no oversight. These centers seek to intercept women with unintended pregnancies who might be considering abortion. Their mission is to prevent abortions by persuading women that adoption or parenting is a better option. Oftentimes, these centers are owned and/or run by people pushing Christian ideology. So who is it that seeks abortions? Well, people from all walks of life seek abortions for various reasons, including individuals who are already parents, young people, students, professionals, and individuals facing financial hardships or health concerns. Contrary to stereotypes, the decision to seek an abortion is often made by individuals who are already parenting and may be unable to expand their families due to financial constraints, health considerations, or other personal circumstances. Additionally, many people who seek abortion care are in stable relationships or marriages and make the decision together with their partners. Women and people of all genders seek abortions for reasons ranging concerns for their health or the health of the fetus, to financial instability, lack of social support, or simply not feeling ready to become a parent at that moment in their lives. The diversity of individuals seeking abortion highlights the importance of access to safe and legal reproductive health care for all, regardless of their circumstances or reasons for seeking care. Turning our gaze to the current state of abortion access in Florida, we confront a landscape marked by legislative challenges and judicial battles. Florida's 15-week abortion ban, enacted during the 2022 legislative session, represents a significant shift in reproductive health care policy within our state. This ban imposes strict limitations on individuals' access to abortion care beyond the 15th week of pregnancy and includes potential jail time of up to 5 years and $5,000 in fines for violations. The ban imposes arbitrary gestational limits and hinders timely access to abortion care. Further, the threat of jail time and fines are direct attacks on abortion providers. This ban is combined with the state's existing mandatory 24-hour waiting period. Parental consent requirements for minors seeking abortion services adds further obstacles. Limited availability of abortion providers, particularly in rural and underserved areas, exacerbates access challenges, forcing individuals to travel long distances and incur additional costs to obtain care. Moreover, socioeconomic disparities and lack of insurance coverage may prevent marginalized communities from accessing abortion services, perpetuating inequities in healthcare access, and exacerbating existing barriers to reproductive justice. These multifaceted barriers underscore the urgent need for advocacy, policy reform, and community support to ensure equitable access to comprehensive reproductive care for all individuals in Florida. In response to the 15-week ban, Florida organizations immediately mobilized and filed a legal challenge under the Privacy Clause of the Florida Constitution. Simply put, Section 23 states that every natural person has the right to be let alone and free from governmental intrusion into the person's private life, except as otherwise provided herein. The broad wording of this clause not only protects information, but behavior and actions as well. Previous challenges to prior restrictive abortion laws have been upheld under this privacy clause. Privacy plays a paramount role in the realm of healthcare decisions, safeguarding individuals' autonomy, dignity, and well-being. At the heart of privacy in healthcare is the fundamental right to make personal decisions about one's health and body without undue interference or judgment. This confidentiality allows individuals to seek and receive medical care tailored to their needs, preferences, and circumstances, free from fear of stigma or disclosure. In the context of sensitive matters like reproductive health, privacy fosters an environment of trust, and openness between patients and healthcare providers, facilitating honest discussions and informed consent. Moreover, privacy shields individuals from unwarranted scrutiny or intrusion into their medical histories or treatment choices, preserving their sense of agency and control over their bodies and their lives. By upholding the sanctity of privacy in healthcare decision-making, society affirms its commitment to respecting the inherent dignity and autonomy of every individual, fostering a culture of empathy, respect, and support in matters of personal health. Unfortunately, the challenge to the 15-week ban did not slow the legislature down, and during the 2023 legislative session, they passed a 6-week abortion ban, which the governor signed late at night at a closed-door event so as not to bring further attention to the fact that abortion rights were being even further restricted in our state. By prohibiting abortions after 6 weeks of pregnancy, often before many individuals are even aware they are pregnant, this ban further undermines the constitutional right to privacy. The legal challenge to the 15-week ban highlights the pivotal role of the Florida State Supreme Court in shaping the future of abortion access in Florida. Oral arguments for the legal challenge against the 15-week ban were heard by the Florida Supreme Court back in September. Thankfully, the court has not issued its opinion, which means the 6-week ban was not able to go into effect, and abortion care is still available in Florida up to 15 weeks. With that said, the court could release its opinion any day now, and if it sets aside state Supreme Court precedent on this issue, it will uphold the 15-week ban, and the 6-week ban will go into effect 30 days after the opinion is issued. Why does all of this matter? Since the fall of Roe in June of 2022, 14 states have a total abortion ban in effect. 6 more states, including Florida, have passed laws severely restricting access, and 5 other states have in place some restrictions to access. As a result of these restrictive laws, we have heard of horror stories of patients seeking access to needed abortion services. In Texas, Amanda Zarofsky was denied an abortion when she was 18 weeks pregnant because her fetus had a detectable heartbeat. She subsequently went into septic shock twice and was left with a permanently closed fallopian tube due to scar tissue. I would add here that an abortion ban based on a fetal heartbeat, such as the 6-week ban passed in Florida, is deceptive, as what is heard via testing are electrical currents in the area where the heart develops. Doctors use the term heartbeat as it is a more relatable term that patients can easily understand. Kate Cox was a 20 weeks pregnant mother from Dallas, pregnant with her 3rd child. After a customary diagnostic test, she was told her fetus was diagnosed with trisomy 18, a condition described as incompatible with life. The Texas mother of 2 wanted a chance to try for a 3rd child, but was in jeopardy of losing her uterus due to Texas's abortion ban. She sued the state under the Emergency Medical Exception Clause in the state's ban and lost. Cox had to leave the state to obtain the abortion services she needed in order for her and her husband to be able to try again for a 3rd child. The Attorney General in Texas argued in her hearing that Cox's treating doctors were not qualified to make a determination about her fetus's viability. If not the doctors, then who do legislators think are qualified to make such determinations? The Attorney General's argument highlights the absurdity of the arguments of those who oppose abortion access. In Tennessee, Rebecca Milner learned she was pregnant with her first child in February 2023 after several years of unsuccessful fertility treatments. After a 20-week appointment, she was told the amniotic fluid surrounding the baby was low. She was later told by her doctor that nothing could be done to save her baby, but that Tennessee law prohibited them from performing an abortion because the ban only explicitly lists ectopic pregnancies and miscarriages as legally allowed exemptions. The law's provision related to a doctor's reasonable medical judgment when determining an abortion as necessary has resulted in doctors refusing to provide needed abortions so as not to violate the statute. Milner had to leave the state for her abortion, which resulted in an infection. Doctors told her that the delay in getting the abortion allowed the infection to worsen. And how can anyone forget the same month that Roe fell, a 10-year-old rape victim in Ohio was denied an abortion and had to leave Ohio for Indiana to obtain the abortion care she needed. I remind you all of these heartbreaking stories because it is imperative that we recognize the grave risks posed by abortion bans. Beyond infringing upon individual autonomy, these restrictions endanger the health and well-being of countless individuals, particularly those from marginalized communities. As Jews, we cannot remain silent in the face of such injustice. Legislation concerning reproductive health care should be crafted to meet people where they are, acknowledging the diverse range of circumstances and needs among those seeking reproductive options. Such legislation should reflect the realities of patients who navigate the spectrum of reproductive health care, encompassing not only abortion services, but also contraception, prenatal care, fertility treatments, and comprehensive sexual health education, which is severely lacking in our state as well. Recognizing that individuals come from varied socioeconomic, cultural, and personal backgrounds, legislation should prioritize equitable access to a full range of reproductive health care options without judgment or discrimination. This approach respects individuals' autonomy, agency, and the right to make informed decisions about their bodies and reproductive futures, ensuring that they receive the care and support they need to lead healthy and fulfilling lives. Legislation that embraces inclusivity and respects the dignity and diversity of all patients is essential for promoting reproductive justice and advancing public health outcomes for individuals and communities alike. In response to states enacting restrictive abortion laws, political mobilization has emerged as a critical force in the fight for reproductive rights and health care access. Political mobilization has taken many forms, from grassroots activism and community organizing to legislative advocacy and strategic litigation. Through rallies, protests, and social media campaigns, voices are amplified and awareness is raised about the far-reaching implication of abortion bans on individuals' health, autonomy, and dignity. This mobilization transcends partisan divides, uniting individuals and communities in a shared commitment to upholding reproductive freedom and justice for all. As states attempt to roll back reproductive rights, Political mobilization serves as a powerful counterforce, driving momentum toward a future where access to comprehensive reproductive health care is a fundamental human right, not a privilege determined by legislative whims. In Florida, the Floridians Protecting Freedom abortion ballot initiative represents a grassroots effort at defending fundamental rights and liberties in our state. This initiative seeks to uphold the principles of freedom, autonomy, and individual choice as it relates to reproductive health care. By advocating for the protection of reproductive rights and access to essential health care services, including abortion care, FPF aims to empower individuals to make informed decisions about their bodies, health, and futures. This initiative reflects a commitment ensuring that all Floridians have access to the comprehensive health care services that they need and deserve. As a testament to the enduring spirit of democracy and civil liberties, the Floridians Protecting Freedom ballot initiative underscores the importance of collective action in safeguarding the rights and freedoms of all individuals. Floridians across the state mobilized to collect petition signatures alongside paid petitioners during this ballot initiative campaign. On Wednesday morning, the Florida Supreme Court heard oral arguments as Attorney General Ashley Moody filed a legal challenge against the ballot language, arguing that the term viability would not be understood by Florida voters. The FPF attorney, Courtney Brewer from ACLU, did an excellent job reminding the justices that viability is a well-understood term and that Florida voters would have no issues understanding the plain language of the amendment. The court has until April 1st to issue its opinion. If they find in favor of the Attorney General, the ballot initiative will be stopped in its tracks, and Florida organizers will have to work on mobilizing in the future for another ballot initiative. I am happy to report that the FPF attorneys feel confident that their arguments were legally sound, and I urge everyone tonight to maintain positivity as we await the court's opinion. The uptick in these abortion bans has also galvanized women to run for political office, marking a transformative shift in the political landscape. Across the nation, women from diverse backgrounds and experiences are stepping forward to seek elected positions at all levels of government. This unprecedented wave of female political participation reflects a growing recognition of the need for diverse representation and inclusive governance. Women candidates bring unique perspectives, priorities, and solutions to the table, enriching democratic processes and challenging traditional power structures. As more women enter the political arena, barriers to entry are being dismantled, and long-standing gender disparities in political leadership are being confronted. This trend not only amplifies the voices and interests of women in policymaking, but also paves the way for a more equitable and inclusive political future for all. As changes in Florida's voting laws continue to unfold, it's important for Floridians to stay informed and proactive about their voting rights, particularly regarding their vote-by-mail status. With evolving regulations and requirements and restrictions, it is essential for individuals to verify their vote-by-mail status to ensure their participation in upcoming elections. This can be done at votepinellas.gov. By checking their vote-by-mail status, Floridians can confirm their eligibility to receive and submit mail-in ballots, thereby exercising their right the right to vote securely and conveniently. In a time of shifting electoral landscapes, staying vigilant and engaged in the democratic process is crucial for securing the integrity of our elections and ensuring that every voice is heard. Therefore, Floridians and everybody in this congregation are encouraged to take proactive steps to verify their vote-by-mail status and empower themselves to participate fully in shaping the future of our state and nation through the ballot box. We've all heard the joke, 2 Jews, 3 opinions. And to echo what Rabbi said at the beginning of the service, while we may not always agree or find unanimity within our congregations on the issue of abortion rights, even amidst differing opinions, we stand together, offering compassion, understanding, and resources to those in need. In conclusion, as we navigate abortion from the Jewish perspective, let us remain steadfast in our commitment to compassion, understanding, and justice. Let us continue to advocate for the rights of all individuals, regardless of creed or circumstance. Together, we can work towards a society where reproductive rights are safeguarded and the dignity of every individual is upheld. Thank you. If you're the only one, we'll answer it. I do want to direct people to Michelle Iger, raise your hand, who is with Reform Action Center for for Reform Judaism, RAC, Florida. They're starting their own campaign for the November election. The kickoff. Great. But your new campaign for this year is kicking off February 28th?
February 28th, yeah. And the flyers are in the lobby. They can join us. We will be learning with all of you. We are one of the over 200 organizations that works with the learning techniques to get all of the needed signatures to pass that amazing number. Our congregations were not just reform. To really highlight this, right? We had conservative and orthodox people working with us, signing petitions, and those teams collected over 17,000 petitions. So we want you all to join us so that we get ready, mobilize, and have a really good team so that we can turn out, whether we turn out to protest after April 1st, but we are planning on turning out to have a very strong get out the vote and show up in November. So we would like all of you to join us. We are not doing this alone. We are all in partnership together. So we need everything.
Thank you.
And you can see Brenda here. She's your, Brenda is your person here. I wanted to ask, why hasn't the Florida Supreme Court came out with their decision
There's a lot of opinions, and the one that we've all kind of concluded is that they didn't want to galvanize people during petition collection for the ballot initiative. We had a deadline for last year. They could have issued their opinion like November, since the hearing was in September. So they're taking their sweet time. And as far as I'm concerned, that's okay, because abortion is still available up to 15 weeks until they issue this opinion. Anybody else have any questions? Yes, ma'am. Oh, you mean at the federal level, at the national level? I don't believe this term that they are. Actually, Amy Weintraub from Progress Florida might know better, but there's another avenue of advocacy, and it's training people. Oh my God, I already forgot what it's called. Amy, please, sorry. SAS. Self-managed abortion, safe and supported. And those are people that are trained to give those courses, are doing them regularly throughout the year, I believe mostly through Progress Florida, correct? Right, in Florida, through Progress Florida, and it educates people on how to manage their own abortion at home using those medicines that you mentioned, misoprostol and mifepristone. You're very welcome. I'm happy to answer any questions afterwards.
I want to thank you because one of the prayers that we said earlier, the one that said something like disturb us, dissatisfy us.
That really resonated with me.
Well, you helped us to feel that way by thinking about these stories and realizing how much we really need to do something and
Yes.
to not just, shun out the horror like it said. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
We hope we'll get to learn with you again soon. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Take care. Yes.